Hi everyone, I found this really neat bow making set at my local Joann, and you can get 3 different size bows with this one set. They also sell these separate if you want to just have just the one size, but I figured, since I'm gonna probably make different size bows, I might as well get the set. And it was only retailed for $9.99, which is a pretty good deal, and then it's 40% off, so it came to like, what, $6, and then I had an additional 20 off my total. So it comes with a guide, and you can make several different kinds of bows. I mean, it shows you how to make a traditional style bow. You can make a crepe paper floral bow, and then it shows you even a technique here to use your edge punches to get a different style bow, which is fun. And then you can also make a tissue paper fluff bow. So there's all different kinds that you can make. Now I noticed here it does tell you to cut 1/2 inch strip to fit these slots right here. You can see it has a slit here, and I'll show you how to use that. But I did notice though, because this is a 12-inch strip of paper, so if you're going to use, design paper or cardstock, it won't go all the way around to create one bow using a 12-inch strip. So you have to cut separate strips to create the bow, which is okay with me, and I'll show you how to do that, and I'll give you the 3 different measurements down below to create all 3 sizes. But first I'm going to show you the ones that I did make. I made this one with some lace. So I just took 2 of the medium size one and I just, layered it together. So I did that. You can make one with just design paper. This is double-sided design paper, and you can see I used all 3 of them. So I layered all 3. And then with this one I used the large and the medium one using this Martha Stewart, I think this is a border lace punch. So you can use those punches to create this, because it only punches out this image right here. So this basically will be your strip right here. So it comes in the kit. What comes in there is basically you get these unique looking brads, and I'll show you how to use that. You get these circle stickers if you want to adhere the bow, because it goes to the bottom right here, and then you can adhere it to your gift, just like those regular bows like these that you buy from the store. And then again the instructions how to create it. Now the only thing is, you only get, let's see, how many of these did I get? I think I got, it doesn't say. Let's see how many I have here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think you only get 10 of these brads. I don't know, but I will research it if you can buy refills. Because if you can't buy refills, then you can't really create any more bows. Because again, these brads are pretty unique, and it goes together with these tools. So I'll have to look into that. But I hope they do, because then, once I finish these up, I can't really make any more. So let's make one. So I'm going to use lace first, and I'll show you how to do it with the lace, and then I'll show you how to do it with the paper. Okay, so this is just some lace. It's great to use lace that has the same edging on both sides. As you can see, this one has a different edging on the bottom versus it on the top. If you want the bow to go like this, where the edging is kind of facing one another, then when you place it through this hole right here, make sure it's on the left hand side. Okay, but let's take the brad. So the brad, it kind of looks like a T, and all you're going to do is place the shorter end into that little slot right there, and then you can hear a little click. Okay, so it looks like that. And then all you're going to do is take your lace, and you can use any type of ribbon, which is really nice, and place it through number 5, like so. And it says to leave at least 3 inches. You know, I just leave about that much is good, because you're going to have to make that loop that goes like this, which is basically this right here. Okay, so that looks about right. Now you're going to place it over this brad right here. And the good thing about lace, it has, you know, a lot of lace has holes in it already, so it just makes it easier to punch through this brad. So we're just going to do it like that, so. And then now you're going to start with number 1. So it's pretty repetitive. So you're going to go to the left, go around to the right. Now you're going to go to number 2. So this is number 2. And punch that brad through that center. Do the same thing. Go around, go under and then over. Punch through the brad. And then go to number 3. So you just go to 1 to 5. Go down and then over. And now you're going to number 4. Punch through the brad. Down and up. And then last one to number 5. And punch through the brad. And then go down and over, and then you punch through the brad, okay, like so. And then all you would do is just cut. I cut about up to here. I leave about a 1/2 inch. That's about right. So leave about a 1/2 inch. Cut that out, and then you're going to open your brad and then just lock it in place, just like that. But you would add one of these circles, okay, but I'm not going to add the circle, so I'm just going to leave it like that. And then all you're going to do is, you've got this extra piece right here, which is that 3-inch piece, and that's what's going to create this right here in the center, that loop right there. So now all you're going to have to do is just pop these out. Just really super easy. Okay. And then just pull this out. Okay, so it looks like that. Now see how you can see the bow? Really cute. Now you're just going to go like this, create that little loop like that, just tuck it under, and then you're going to punch it through this small little brad right here, like so. And then you're going to close the brad like this. I don't know if you could see that, but see that? Okay, and that's it. And that's how you make it. It's really simple, and it's really pretty too, especially if you use lace and then you start layering the bows. You could take 3 of these and layer them on top of each other, or you can take all 3 sizes like I did with this paper one and layer it. And you do the same steps with the medium and the small. I mean the large and the small. Okay, so that's how you do that. Now with the paper, I had to cut strips to make it. So now to create the large one, this measurement for that would be 1 by 5 3/4, and you need 5 of them. Okay, and it's good to use double-sided paper because you're going to see both sides. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to take that brad, place it onto the tool, so. Okay, and then I just eyeball it. So I kind of use this bottom piece as my guide when I'm poking it through the brad. And this time I'm going to start with number 1. I'm not going to even use this slot right here. So I'm just going to push it down. Okay, and I just kind of do this, you know, and then just go over, under, and then over, and then I'm going to push it down. Okay, so it looks like that. Okay, and you're going to to all 5 of them. So now we're going to go to number 2. Same thing. And punch. Okay. Now we're going to go to number 3. Punch that. And you can make so many pretty bows with this. And then number 4. Okay, and then the last one is number 5. Okay, like so. There you go. That's how you do it with the paper. This time I'm going to take one of these little stickers so you see how to use these stickers. It's double-sided on both sides. So you're just going to peel the sticker like so. So just peel that off. And then you're going to place it through the brad. And you're going to stick it like that. And then when you're ready to stick it onto a present, you can peel these things off, okay? And then you just pop these out. That's all you do. So just slowly pop them out. Okay, and then just take it out. There you have it. See? And then you just take this top brad and open it up. And there you go. You got your little ribbon. Okay? Now to make the center, of course, you're going to have to cut a separate strip to create this little loop right here. And I didn't cut one. Let me just cut this piece. It's not going to match, but I'll use this side. So just cut an extra strip, and then you're just going to fold it like so. Just like that, or however long you want it to be. Okay? And then you would punch it through the brad. But I already opened the brad. Let's just close it back up. Actually, you know, let me just use some lace. So it'll be something different. So we'll do that. So like that. That's all you have to do. Just create something like that. And poke it through that brad. And then just close it up. Okay? So that just basically makes that little center. But you would want to make it a little bit longer than this. And I thought what would be fun is if you use this punch, you can just add maybe a string through one of these holes, and it can become an ornament for Christmas. And then you can even get, you know, even more creative and just take the large one like this and maybe punch a circle to put in the center, and then just add an image and decorate. And you can, you know, make something really pretty inside, and that can be an ornament as well. So there's so many different fun ideas that you could do with this bow maker. I really liked it, and you can see how quick and easy it is to make these bows. And just again, use your edge punches. Really fun. So give it a try. Again, I purchased it at my local Joann, and it's the Bow Making Set by EkSuccess. Thanks for watching. Bye.